Hey nerd family, and welcome back to another video. Have you guys ever had the streaming struggle? Do you hate switching between different applications trying to find something to watch? Is it annoying when you're looking for something and you can't remember what service it's on and you're going back and forth between them all, trying to figure it out? Or do you just hate not knowing what you want to watch and taking more time to find something than to actually watch it? Today we're going to go ahead and Plex it. Yes, I said Plex it. Plex it's hopefully going to be the new verb that catches on for when you want to find that new TV series or movie. Well, Plex may have your answer here today with a new feature they just dropped. For those of you that are new here, we make a whole bunch of videos in the tech world, doing reviews, going over things. We're doing a lot in the streaming world, both in the movie and TV world, as well as the video game streaming as well. So if you don't want to miss anything, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to follow along on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Nerd Circle. It's still in beta, but it's looking pretty good so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. But before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead and roll the intro, and I'll see you back here in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. I hope everyone out there is staying safe and staying healthy. If you haven't already checked out the nerdcircle.com, make sure to head over there and check it out. And if you don't want to miss any of the content coming out, then make sure you go ahead and subscribe. We do want to thank all of our new subscribers. Any of the new subscribers from the last video, you will see your name scrolling across the bottom. We want to again thank you as we continue to grow. And you will see over on the side all the subscribers scrolling across. We want to thank all the subscribers as you're helping us get to where we want to be. Our next milestone is 500 subscribers, and we are on our way there, so thanks again. So those of you that are unfamiliar with Plex, it is a powerhouse of a media streaming platform that you can both house your content as well as get content from a number of sources, including their own. Now we have made a few references in previous videos to Plex, and there's definitely more in the pipeline going over different features and things like that. So of course, make sure to check out those previous videos and keep an eye on any future videos. But today we're just talking about a new beta feature that has come out that I think is going to take Plex to a whole new level. I will link their blog post in the description down below where you can actually input things that you would like to see some changes while this is in beta, but I think they're off to a great start. If we scroll down here, you will see all the different devices that you can get Plex for, and a lot of the other features that come with it. They are, of course, putting front and center their new feature here, which realistically allows you to put in all your different streaming platforms that you subscribe to, and it's going to help you put everything under one roof. So that way, if you search for a show or a movie, you don't have to go to a dedicated platform and search for it. You just Plex it, and then it's going to come up and tell you where you can find it. So it's got a lot of great stuff going for it here. Let's actually jump into the Plex platform here and take a look. Alright, so what you're seeing now is my Plex server. I do have a lot of my own content, but as you guys know, I do also stream a lot of things, so this is a great feature to help find everything in one place. So for those of you that are familiar with Plex, you may notice a little bit different look here. So when you are on your home tab, you have recommended, and you now also have Watchlist. Now, Watchlist is going to be very similar to a playlist. I wonder if they are getting rid of the playlists. I will say that I don't really think the playlists ever really worked out very well. My wife and I have made a few playlists, but they just don't play well with the system. It's just, I don't really know exactly how to explain it, but the playlist just never really worked that well, and they didn't really get rid of things as you watch them. It just was very clunky of a playlist. I think this watch list is going to be a lot better feature, and they're going to continue to improve it. So we do have the watch list that if we go into it, you'll see I've added a lot of things to the watch list already. Some things might be movies that are coming soon, other things might have already released, but I've started to add up my watch list here. of things that I'd like to see. Now you can, of course, kind of customize it here. So if we want to say what are the ones that are available to stream versus the ones that are still in theaters. So if I wanted to kind of not show the ones that are still in theaters or that are coming to theaters, I can say available to stream. And now that breaks down the list as to the ones that we can currently stream. You can also break it down by movies or TV shows. So if we just want movies, I did go back to all, so we can go available to stream. And there we have just movies available to stream. We can, of course, break it down by TV shows and go available to stream. And there we have the TV series that are available to stream. You can also sort it if you want to sort it by when you added it, title, release date, critic rating. So when you start building up your list, you can sort it a bit better. But that gives you an idea. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to go back to movies here. And we're going to say available to stream. And let's just say we wanted to watch Ride Along 2 if we click into it. So it gives us all the info about it. We can, of course, remove it from the watch list. We can play the trailer. We can mark it as played if we already saw it. And then this is going to show us where we can get it. So Peacock Premium, we got TBS, TNT, we got 9 more things here so we can scroll through. Of course, these are all the ones that are going to be subscription based. And then these are the ones where we're going to actually pay a fee to rent or buy it. Now you can, of course, choose your preferred services. So if we click into there, it allows us to go through and pick the different services. So you can see all the ones that we have checked here. I am going to fly through the list here, but you can see that there is no shortage of services that you can toggle on or off if you want to be able to see those services. We're going to click done. Now you can also, see the actors that are in it. You can get the reviews. You can see some extras. So, these aren't new things that Plex is doing, but it's just doing it where you're finding the stuff on different services that you couldn't do before. So then it's going to give you some categories, similar titles to watch in free, which is going to be the Plex free content that comes with Plex. More with Kevin Hart. And then, of course, you have the Ride Along collection. So you got the first one and the second one. So just a lot of great things there. Now, on the side navigation bar, you will see Discover Beta. If you go into Discover, this is where you can discover a lot of stuff where I found like the things to put on the watch list. So here's some trending trailers. So you got Top Gun Maverick and you got all these other trailers, and you can go in and you can watch the trailer. You can add it to your watch list if it's not already in there. Of course, that one's already in there, so it's going to say remove. And you can scroll through and see what other trailers they have. So that's also adding a new feature of being able to watch these trailers for upcoming movies or movies that have recently released. Now, you have available from your watch list. So here's more things that are just on the watch list and what's actually available. Trending on your services. So it's going to pull in from all different services here. So Daredevil, which used to be Netflix, is now on Disney. Dune is on HBO. So like if we click on Daredevil, it's going to show that we can access it on Disney. Of course, we can get it from some other places as well. If we go back to Discover, we can click on Dune. We see that we have it in our collection, but we can also get it on HBO and rent it from a few other services. So it really just gives you a great way to basically find everything, add everything to one watch list instead of you having a watch list across all these different platforms and trying to remember where they are. If you put a movie on that's about to come out in theaters, and when it releases on streaming, if you don't want to have to figure out where it's going to release, Plex is going to tell you when it comes out and where you can watch it, because you'll click into it and it's going to tell you where you can watch it. So it's just going to make the movie and TV watching experience so much easier. So you can see all the different things across your services. And then you have top titles on other services. So this is really going to be kind of where the services that you didn't click on, it's going to kind of let you know, hey, these are things on other services that you don't currently subscribe to. You may want to take a look in these, and maybe you may see a lot of things on a service that you don't currently subscribe to that you want to, end up getting to watch some of these other things. So it helps you, no pun intended, discover more things to watch and not be stuck on looking at just one platform. And then you have coming soon, you have new trailers, new on your services, so it's going to show you all the new stuff across the services that you told that you subscribe to, new available for purchasing or streaming, and so forth and so on. They even have trending on Netflix, so if you just want to see Netflix stuff, trending on Showtime, trending on Paramount, trending on Stars, and the list goes on. Because I have selected so many different services, it's got a lot of stuff in here for me. Now, I think that over time it's going to get better. I think since they're in beta, they're going to be testing things here and there and taking feedback from people and making it better. What I would say is I don't know that it necessarily needs to be over on this left side. If we go back to the home tab where it has Watchlist, I get why they put the Watchlist in there, but I would almost say to take the Discover tab and put the Discover tab in here. Maybe you keep the Watchlist and add the Discover tab in there, it doesn't really matter, but if the Discover tab is in here, instead of you clicking over here, if you go recommended and then discover, I think it would make it a little bit more fluid. And then if you wanted to take the watch list and maybe break it down, like if you went under TV shows, instead of having the playlists, if they get rid of the playlist or revamp it, whatever they do with it, have watch list in here. So recommended, library, if they get rid of playlists or whatever, and have watch list in here. And then if you go under movies, it's going to be the same thing, where it's going to have the different things here and then watch list. So that way you can break it down by movies and TV shows if you go into those categories. If they wanted to keep watch list in the home tab as well, then this is going to show the whole thing and you can go and kind of filter it down. But if you go under TV shows or movies, then it's going to filter by TV shows or movies, and then you can sort it however you want to sort it. I think that would be a cleaner look and feel, instead of having to come over to the sidebar and do all that. But so far, so good. I mean, it just came out today. I think it's got a lot of great potential, and hopefully there's going to be a lot more improvements, but this is going to make finding things so much easier, not having to rely on going into each individual service. If you can get Plex on most of your devices, which it's pretty much on most devices, and you want to just find something, because when you click on it to play it, basically what it's going to do is bring you into that service. So as an example, so if we said we wanted to watch Ride Along 2, we can go in, we can click on Peacock, and what it's going to do, it's going to open up Peacock, and on said device that you're using, as long as you're logged in, it's going to pull it up. We are currently not logged in, so it's going to ask us to log in. When you are logged in, it's going to then ask you your profile. And it's going to bring you right to that movie. So you don't have to use Plex to find it and then know where it is and then go out and go into the program. It's going to bring you right into whatever app it is to stream it at, and it's going to bring you right there. So I think it's going to make everything in the streaming world a lot easier. And although Plex does have their own movies and TV show and free live TV sections, they're not really holding it down and making it so you can only find what they have. Of course, they're going to want to push their content, but they know that at the end of the day, if they can give you a platform that you can find everything, it's going to make you want to use their platform. So if you can find it, if you can add the service, which we saw that there's multiple services that you can add, no shortage of services. So if you can find it, they're going to show it to you. And I think that that's what's really cool. So that way you have pretty much any way of finding anything out there that's streaming, you're going to have access to it. And Plex is going to show it to you and bring you right to it. Again, the Plex blog for this feature is going to be linked in the description, so if you want to read more about it, then definitely go give it a look. But let me know down below, what do you guys think of this new feature? Are you guys already using Plex and you think this is a great feature, or have you not used Plex yet, but this is going to make you go ahead and try it out? Let me know down below. But I definitely hope that Plexit becomes the new verb here in the streaming world. And I'm excited to see what more comes from this. But alright guys, that's all I got here for you in today's video. I do hope you were able to get something out of this video here today and learn a little bit something about Plex. If you do want to see a more full deep dive into Plex, or you want to see some of the particular features, let me know in the comments down below and we'll make sure to get a video together for you. But if you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, please give it a big thumbs up. It definitely helps us out here as it lets YouTube know who likes the videos and who to recommend them to next. And make sure to follow on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Nerd Circle. Sometimes we post some things over there when it's not quite time for a video just yet, so if you don't want to miss out, make sure to follow there. If you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to do so, definitely appreciate you subscribing. Make sure to go ahead and ring that bell so you get notified of any new videos to come out, so that way you don't miss a thing. You can also follow the links on the screen to the older videos. And if you wouldn't mind sharing this video across any social media platform that you like. And until next time, guys, stay nerdy.